Welcome to Lux Garage. I'm Jason. This is my second time trying to record my first YouTube video. I am not used to any of this videoing or any of this, so you'll have to bear with me. Hopefully somebody's going to get some entertainment, or y'all are going to get some little bit of information, get to see kind of what I collected over the years, maybe see some stuff that you're like, hey, that's cool, or hey, I used to have that, or man, he's crazy for buying all that stuff all these years and having it. Just as I sell it, I figured why not just take it out. I'll put what I want to keep, try to display it somewhere, but as I'm selling stuff, why not just set it around me so I can enjoy it until it sells. I love surrounding myself with all of it. I'm sure that there's going to be some items I've got listed that eventually that I might be like, hey, I really want to keep that. I don't need to be doing that, but you never know. That's just the way it is with collectors. Collect Hot Wheels, signs, gas pumps, that type of memorabilia, antiques, albums, vinyl, anything that pretty much has to do with cars. I collect toys. Anyway, I'm rambling. I left my job last year. I've been working at it for 20 years and left so that I can focus on selling off some of my collection so that it'd be more manageable. Hot Wheels are my primary collection now. I'm having to go through, decide what I want to keep and what I want to let go of. As a collector, it's very difficult for me to let a lot of things go. You kind of like, I remember this, or I remember having that, or this is really cool, or it takes you back and say, hey, I remember when, or what could have been. You chase it, you find it, you got it. I want to be able to see it and be around it. You can see maybe in the background I collect 7-Up from the mid-60s through the mid-70s. I'm in my basement now, which is actually a garage, and I'm slowly getting my Hot Wheel collection out to enjoy it. I'm in the middle of moving stuff around, trying to get my 7-Up stuff a little bit out, but then I'm also reselling lots of stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. When I was growing up, I always collected, and I think it's kind of something that you either collect or you don't. My wife's kind of the opposite of me. She's great. We've been together for over 22 years. She's great. Me and her's been messing around with doing vintage travel trailers and campers. She's great. And of course, real cars. And then my son just got done building a truck, and he's just graduated high school and going to college now, and he's not really into any of the collectible side of anything. So I'm going to slowly start selling it. I've been on eBay since 2001, so it's been over 20 years there, mostly buying and reselling here and there, because whenever you want something bad enough, you'll sell something off to get what you want. You're going to buy it, you're going to sell it, you're going to work the overtime, you're going to figure out a way if you really want it bad enough to get it. And now I'm a full-time reseller. I'm just basically reselling my collection. I still love going out and going to all the Hot Wheel shows and yard sales, flea markets, estate sales. So now what's going on is I'm slowly going through my shop, and I'm trying to go through this basement down here. I've got boxes that's been closed up since at least 2000, 2002, 2003. So they're over 20 years old that's been boxed up and not even touched. And then all through the years going to Hot Wheel shows, conventions, yard sales, flea markets, you box it up, you kind of stack it. Gets stuck in a closet, gets stuck over here in a cook and cranny, and then next thing you know, now, or out of the shop like mine is, and you hadn't seen it in 15, 20 years. So now I've got the task of deciding what I want to keep, what I want to sell. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just sold one of the rarest Jack Daniels pieces of history there was. It was a 1895 test bottle, and it sold for $1,000. And they're very hard to find. They were going from the round bottle to the actual square bottle that everybody kind of knows now. The main thing to look for on those is there's no circle around the number 7 on the actual glass bottle, and you're going to notice that the glass bottle is going to be real wavy, and it's going to have a few air voids or pockets in the actual glass, kind of like the old pane glass used to be made back in the day. Farmhouses and stuff had. Anyway, I just sold it for $1,000, and I wanted to go over it. Of course, that was on the first video I shot. The volume was down low, so I also sold a late 60s, early 70s beach towel that had a lot of slogans from the late 60s, 70s. I got $70 for it. Sold a lot of Leo Mattel Hot Wheels, 4-car set. One 4-car collector set sold for $190, and I also 2 sold for $60. I sold a coat jacket. I got that from a guy that had retired from Coca-Cola. My profession and his profession was the same, so we talked about it a little bit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And he ended up selling me some of his jackets, and I sold one of his jackets. It was $67.50. There's a lot of coat collectors out there. So to get a jacket from employees, a lot of times you're not going to find that on the storeroom shelf, so you're going to have to go to a platform like eBay, which is pretty much everything I sell is now on eBay. Unless it's too big, then it's on Facebook Marketplace. So as I'm selling off my items, I'm hoping that whoever's getting them is going to have the same amount of joy that I had whenever I found them. The reason I'm doing this YouTube channel is because a lot of people may want to see the stuff I've collected over the last probably 35, 40 years. Go through some of the boxes and, you know, discover, hey, this is some cool stuff. Or maybe they had it, or they've always wanted one and just never had the chance to get it. I've watched a lot of channels on YouTube, thought it was really cool and neat that somebody would want to see that kind of thing. And of course, I'm one of the guys that wanted to see it, so I thought, well, how about just make a channel that goes over my collection? If it's in a box sitting for years, it's not really getting enjoyed. It's hard to come down here and look at this 7-Up stuff or my Hot Wheel collection over in the other side of the basement here and not feel in a better mood. The Hot Wheel stuff, you'll remember stories of them, where you got them or how you got them, or you had them when you was a kid and you played with them and that was your favorite. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will go over and then maybe unbox a box from the shop, one or two boxes every week till I can get through it. See what I want to keep, what I want to sell, what I sold. I just sold a new old stock 1984 poster. This is brand new, never been unfolded. This has every car that come out in 1984 on it. Got these years ago, and they've always been in storage, so I got $30 for that one. I sold a Spoiler Sport Blackwall. This is the green one with the double window variation. This sold for $12. And then I sold a Don Prudhomme Snake 2 funny car, one of the 100% black box, and the details on this thing is crazy. And these come out in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it sold for $28. This is some of the stuff I sold this week. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, tell somebody, comment on some of the stuff that they liked or something that they see that they'd like to know a little bit more about. I'll talk about it. That I'm not a professional. I'm just wanting to enjoy it as I sell a lot of it off. Have any comments on what kind of stuff you'd like to see, if you want to know more about Hot Wheels. If you want to know more about anything you see that I'm selling, if I saw it, thought I liked it, thought it was cool, I was like, I gotta have it. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll try to cut in some pictures of maybe the garage on the next one and over here at the Hot Wheels. And this is all stuff to-be listed. This is what's listed now. Well, that's where I'm at right now in my reselling journey. I'll end this video saying thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back next time. And if there's anything you want to see, just let me know. Thank you.